Many students believe that once they graduate, everything will automatically fall into place. They assume that once the certificate is obtained, opportunities will begin to appear. However, the reality is often different. Many graduates discover that the transition from school to the workplace is not always easy. Not because they lack intelligence, but because they were not adequately prepared for what comes after graduation. In this video, I want to share 3 important insights that every student should reflect on before leaving university. These insights relate to mistakes students make, practical preparation, and one question every student should ask before graduation. One mistake many students make during their time in school is treating experiences like SIWES or internships as mere academic requirements. For many students, the focus becomes completing the logbook, attending for the required number of weeks, and obtaining the supervisor's signature. But SIWES is meant to be much more than that. It is an opportunity to observe how real organizations operate. Students should pay attention to how professionals communicate, how decisions are made, and how work is structured within an organization. For example, during SIWES, a student may observe how reports are prepared, how meetings are conducted, and how teams collaborate to solve problems. These observations help students understand the expectations of the workplace. When students treat SIWES as a learning opportunity rather than a routine requirement, they gain valuable exposure that can shape their career direction. Another important area students should focus on before graduation is practical preparation. University education provides knowledge and theoretical understanding. However, preparation for the workplace also requires practical competence. Students should begin developing skills that are useful in professional environments. For example, digital competence is increasingly important.
Graduates today are expected to be comfortable using tools such as email communication, spreadsheets, presentation software, and collaborative digital platforms. Beyond digital skills, students should also develop communication skills, the ability to work in teams, and the confidence to express ideas clearly. Another useful habit is documenting experiences. Students should keep records of projects they have worked on, tools they have used, and lessons they have learned during internships or academic work. These records can later help when preparing CVs or discussing experiences during interviews. Preparation during university years makes the transition to the workplace smoother and less stressful. Before graduation, there is one important question every student should reflect on. If I graduate tomorrow, what practical value can I offer? This question encourages students to think beyond academic results and consider their readiness for real professional environments. Can you demonstrate a skill? Can you explain a project you have worked on? Can you describe how you solved a problem or contributed to a team effort? These are the kinds of questions that often arise during job interviews or professional discussions. Reflecting on this question early allows students to identify areas where they need further preparation. It may encourage them to learn a new skill, gain additional exposure, or seek mentorship from professionals in their field. Preparation does not require perfection. It simply requires awareness and intentional effort. Preparing for life after graduation is not something that should begin after leaving university. It should begin while students are still in school. By avoiding common mistakes, developing practical skills, and reflecting on their readiness for professional environments, students can position themselves more confidently for the next phase of their lives. Graduation should not be the beginning of confusion. It should be the continuation of preparation. If you are currently a student, I encourage you to begin reflecting on these ideas. Small steps taken today can make a significant difference in your future. Thank you for watching. If you found this conversation useful, feel free to share it with other students who may benefit from it.
Preparation is the key to success. We must plan, execute, and adapt to overcome challenges. Let's get started.